mighty battlecruiser Hood.
The signal comes by wireless and has spotted the fleeing BISMARK.
So, did you find the boat?
Okay, so we're checking out Bismarck by Sabaton, and this is this incredible. Like as you saw in the intro, there's it's like the production on their music videos are just absolutely incredible, and they tell such incredible stories about like World War and World War Two. Especially this song, which is like as a power like metal anthem about the German battleship of the same name, this title of the song title, which is like the largest and most powerful warship ever built by the Germans. And it was released in 2019 as a standalone single to celebrate the band's 20th anniversary. They've been going for 20 years. Congratulations to them. I think they're just an amazing. I think they just tell such incredible stories, and it's like being in like listening to their music is like being in like a history class. Do you know what I mean? I'll probably learn more from listening to Sabaton than I have when I was at school listening to in history class. But so we're checking this out. Sabaton, it's called BISMARK. It's about a battleship, the largest battleship built by the Germans. So yeah, I'm excited to check this out. So that's it. Without further ado, let's dive in. Let's see what they're talking about. Let's go. Well, see what they're talking about. We know what they're talking about. They're talking about a battleship. Sorry. Let's go. Well, I love the instrumentation. It's absolutely fantastic. It was like a show of power and a show of force. Yeah, it was like the battleship with his like a massive scale of like firepower, and like it was over like 50,000 tons of 50 tons of steel. And the Bismarck was designed to to dominate the North Atlantic and disrupt Allied supply lines. And wow, what I mean? Just what just look. Even though the Germans, they tried to to take Britain, during World War II with Hitler and that. And but despite all of that, you gotta admit, like the incredible engineering that went into these vessels, and it's fucking it's just incredible. But also very destructive at the same time. You know what I mean? It's it was a beast. It was a beast made of steel. God, it was a monster.
King of the ocean, he was made to rule the waves across the seven seas. To lead the war machine, to rule the waves and lead the BISMARK. The terror of the seas, the BISMARK and the BISMARK. 2,000 men and 50,000 tons of steel set the course for the Atlantic with the Allies on the hill.
Yeah, that's just basically what I was saying about like how the Bismarck like over like 50,000 tons of steel or like that, and it was like designed to dominate the North Atlantic and disrupt Allied supply lines, and that's like what I'm just saying there, and you know, and it's just it just literally blows my mind. No pun intended, but but yeah, this is awesome. Awesome.
Atlantic with the Allies on the hill. Firepower, firefight. Battle stations keep the targets steady in sight. Into formation, the hunt has begun. Death and damnation. The fleet is coming. He was made to rule the waves across the seven seas.
You know, because like after the Bismarck, who were famously like sank the British flagship HMS Hood in just minutes. You know, like it was really like how the song describes like the high stakes that the naval pursuit in May 1941. You know, and the Bismarck, you know, famously sank the British flagship in HMS, the flag. There, I can't even talk now. The flagship HMS Hood in just minutes. The Royal Navy launched like a massive operation involving dozens of ships to track it down. You know, it's great. You know, it's.
Damnation. The fleet is coming. He was made to rule the waves across the seven seas. To lead the war machine, to rule the waves and lead the Kriegsmarine. The terror of the seas, the Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine. At the bottom of the ocean, the depths of the abyss, they are bound by iron and blood. The flagship of the Navy, the terror of the seas, his guns have gone silent at last.
Like just this, like saying about like the king, like being like the king of the ocean. You know, whereas the lyrics like refer to it as refer to the ship as being like as he was like he was made to rule the waves. Because while the ships traditionally actually was referred to as being a she, like the Bismarck's captain, Ernest Lindemann, that famously insisted that the ship was like too powerful to be like referred to as as a female. So it was, and it was then referred to as as he and Sabaton adopted this for the song to reflect the specific bit of the naval law. I just think that when they write these the lyrics for their songs and create these songs, the amount of research and everything that they put in, to get the facts and be able to write songs about the World War One, World War Two, and then that kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's just like how much effort they really do put in, not just performing the songs, but to be able to write their songs and to be, to get, because the information has to be correct. You know what I mean? The facts have to be correct in order for them to be able to write a song about it and put it into song format. It's just incredible talent, and I just think it's incredible. I feel like I'm in a history class right now. I really do. I'm in a history class right now. Wow, it's incredible. Oh. War knows no nation. Hang on. I want to read this. War knows no nation. This video is dedicated to those who fought to the bitter end. Yeah, absolutely. And then I think that goes for both sides, from say the British and also from the German side, because they both fought to the bitter end. You know what I mean? It's I really enjoy that. Wow. I was like, yeah, but that was absolutely phenomenal. Great instrumentation. Just what a hype song. I find it, even though the story and the context behind the lyrics, it's like it's hard to really celebrate. World War II, considering it's about like death and destruction, mainly. But cause a lot of lives were lost, not just soldiers' lives either. It's like innocent lives on both sides, from the Germany and Britain. A lot of innocent people lost their lives, needless, not needlessly, but well, probably kind of was, because because someone had an infatuation with the power gone to the head, power driven, and just wanted to try and take over the fucking world, and yeah, it's not good. But anyway, I think that song was absolutely phenomenal. The instrumentation, phenomenal. Just that band with the drums and the guitars and everything. It was just so alive. It was just so energetic. You know, I could sit here for another fucking 10, 20 minutes, fucking just, you know, like talking about the about the history of what the song was about. But well, no, I'm not going to try and make that too long a video. I promise you, I'm not. I mean, it's been just over 15 minutes already, so I'm going to leave it there. I really enjoyed that. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, I'll see you again in the next one. Like, share, subscribe if that's what you're into. And catch you on the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now. Cheers. Peace. I'm out. Peace.